Alright everybody, welcome back to Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, and we're doing the challenge mode Silver. I've already done 7 of the 10 tournaments, so yeah, didn't have to watch all of those. And we have this, which I believe is a new course, so I went ahead and saved that. We have 2 9-holes and an 18-hole on that course. So let's get started. Great Elephant Golf Course. Yeah, I think pretty sure it's a new one. We're using Jasmine, trying to get her level to 50. She's at 23. And let me see if, because I was maxed out on everything, so no, she's still can't get anything past A. Let's see if I can get spin a little bit. Yeah, I get spin a little bit more up there, but that's about it, so. Then we're using Arcana. She's at level 15, so she's almost fully leveled. Only 5 more to go. And then 2 more caddies to unlock. Yeah. Lotus Grand Prix. I'm not sure what level you need to be to... Is this a new course? For some reason I feel like maybe I'm thinking of 2K25 with this little thing over here. I'm not sure what level you need to be for them to be able to fully level up their stats. A little much there, but might bring it back. Brought it back too much. That's alright though. Yeah, sorry if I sound a little bit not into it as much. Got a headache, and not really sure why. But trying to get through it, you know? Oh, that was bad. Really bad one. I played in a tournament yesterday though, and holy hell, was it cold. And I get into a little bit before that happened, but so I'm driving there and it's like 7:20, something like that, and I'm maybe 3 minutes from my house. That's all I've been driving, and it's still pretty dark out at that time right now. Deer slams into the side of my car, and man, I tell you, I was pissed because I've had my car for over 5.5 years now, and I've never put a scratch on it. And fucking deer. The dumbest animals probably in the world. You know, a snap of a twig 40 yards away, I'm gonna run in the opposite direction, but let me just go straight towards these fucking headlights and stand on a spot where I can't eat food, which is what I'm doing at the time of night. You know, they're grazing, they're eating, but yet you're just gonna stand on asphalt for however long. Yeah. Fucking dumbass animals. And we have a ton of them around here. But anyway. I get to the golf course and find out that there was a frost delay. Which, if I would have gotten that information a little earlier, the deer would have never hit me. You know, because it would have been 30 minutes that I would have not come for another 30 minutes. Anyway. Door's bent. Whatever the panel is next to the door is really bent. The bumper is just cracked. The headlight is shattered. Luckily the lights still work, so I can still drive it in the mornings until I go to get it fixed. I spend an hour after the tournament going through the insurance, doing the claim on it and everything. And oh my god, it's just so frustrating because now that's $500 because I have full coverage, but it's still a $500 deductible. So, cool. Scam you with insurance because I've guarantee you, wow, that was short. I guarantee you over the 12 years that I've had this insurance, I have paid more for that than what the repairs are going to cost. Now, it's going to be a new door, new panels, new headlight, but I still guarantee you I've spent more on the insurance than what it'll cover. And I still have to spend $500 on it, so yeah. Love the scams that go on, you know, when it comes to insurance, but hey, I digress. But anyway, we start the tournament, and we start on hole 11, which is a 600-yard par 5, and hit the range a little bit. I probably hit like 10 balls. Well, actually, probably a little bit more than that. You know, mostly pitch shots, iron shots, couple of hybrids, and then some drivers. But anyway, it's a two-man scramble, so it's just a little fun tournament. And I birdie hole 11, solo birdie it. What I would consider the hardest par 5 on the course, just simply because of the length, and usually the green is actually pretty tough to hold wherever your ball stops. You usually can't hold it. Not hold the green, but even a loft wedge coming in, it's going to bounce and go like 20-30 feet. Just because of the way the green is. But I was able to land it in the rough and have it just roll up to about 8 feet, 10 feet, make the putt for a birdie. So, and the crazy thing is, so the driver was only okay. That was probably the biggest weakness for me, which is funny because it's usually my biggest strength. And with it being only 30 degrees for like the first hour and a half, I even told my partner, I was like, it's going to be interesting my first time playing in these temperatures. Wow. Okay. Because I usually actually play really well when it's really cold, even though I absolutely hate the cold. But yeah, the driving was a little iffy. I wasn't hitting horrible drives. They were just not as straight as it usually is. My mini driver, I was hitting amazing. I hit one off the deck, and it went like 280 something. I think we had 85 yards in on the par 5, and we still had, from where we were off the ground on the second shot, we still had like we probably still had a 380 to the pin, or to the hole, because our tee shot was just not good. Neither one of us was good, but yeah, I was hitting that thing really well off the ground, and some really good ones off the tee too. Then my irons, which have been the thing that I've been struggling with this year. I had like a month span where I couldn't miss an iron, you know. It was amazing. And then all of a sudden it just went away. And I couldn't, you know, if I was on the green, I was an insane distance away, or it's drawing way too much, or this time it didn't draw at all. And, you know, that was a crazy ass eagle. But today I couldn't miss with the iron. Now, yeah, they weren't, you know, on the pin. They were 10 to 12 feet out, you know, to the right or to the left a little bit, but that's perfect. You know, as somebody who's not a scratch handicap, you know, that's what you want, to have those mid-length birdie putts, you know. My 5-iron, I was hitting it amazing. The only thing was, it didn't draw one time, so I left it out a little bit to the right, and then another time it drew 5 yards when I didn't think it was going to draw at all, so I left it just left of the green. But they were still amazing shots, you know. You got to be happy with that. My wedges were fantastic. You know, I was putting them between 5 and, again, 10 to 12 feet out, and wow. Needed to hit that even harder. And I was very happy with that. You know, I didn't miss hit a single shot except from maybe my first 5-iron. I think it was a touch chunky on the first hole we played, which is, like I said, was a par 5. But it was a layup anyway. We weren't going for it because we were still like 320 out. So, you know, and besides that, I didn't miss hit a single iron. They were all in the middle of the club face and struck beautifully, you know. And I tell you, when I said I'm happy, I was ecstatic with that. No chunky wedges. I don't even think I thinned a wedge at all. And that's been my big miss with the wedges recently, is hitting them just a little bit thin. We didn't have too many chips, but when we did, they were okay. They weren't the best, but didn't practice the chips at all. I don't know if we can get over this tree, but yeah, we did. Okay. I figured this is meant to be here so we can go for it. Yeah. Well, not go for it, but go over, anyway. Yeah. So that was another part that was a little bit disappointing, where the chipping, none of us were chipping well. And then the putting, like, I made that first putt for the birdie. But then after that, I didn't make one until hole 1. I birdied that one, solo birdie again. And the first, like, 10 holes, nobody had any feel with the putter because of how cold it was. Your hands were just freezing. Oh no, that was a really bad shot. And so I was pulling putts left and right. We're just gonna get past this hole. But then, you know, towards the last, like, 6 holes, I was hitting amazing putts. They were just centimeters, you know, from on the edge, and really should have went in, but... And unfortunately, they still haven't recovered their greens fully from losing them over the end of the summer. And so we did still hit a lot of bumps, unfortunately, which did cause a few missed putts, which is unfortunate, but what you gonna do? Because overall, as a scramble, we were 2 over, which isn't good, you know, but I was really happy with the way I played. And like I said, besides a couple of drives and a few pulled putts, I couldn't have played much better. But now that it is getting to be, you know, that it's the end of October. And so, you know, it's already starting to be where the high is going to be in the 50s. It may get to 60. But when you're playing, you know, at 8, 9, even 10 in the morning, it's going to be, you know, 30 or 40 degrees. And so that means for a lot of us, you know, it's probably not going to be playing a lot until at least March. Hey, a hole in one. We had an eagle on one of the last ones, hole in one on this one. But a little gaming update for what I'm going to be doing. I'll still be doing this one. I'll record like 1 or 2 videos of this a week. I'm not going to go crazy with it because it's very repetitive, unfortunately. And they really haven't, like with this we're 70%, after this will be 80%, and then we only have 2 more levels to go with it. And it really hasn't gotten any more difficult. The AI hasn't, like a couple of them might shoot under par, but it's only like 1 or 2 under. Whereas like I just went 7 under, I think, for both of my 9-hole matches. The little campaign thing they have is, you know, the story is, couldn't care less about. It's not for me. It's a child's anime story, basically. And I'm not into anime, and I'm not a child, so. Go! I didn't realize that was OB. Maybe it'll go past it. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm getting this up there. No, okay. Well, maybe it gets up there with Carpath. Shouldn't have hit pitch and wedge, should have hit the sand wedge. Wow, it still doesn't get up there. Alright. Well, and this is just me screwing myself, really. I knew I shouldn't have went for it with the drive. And then I knew I wasn't going to be able to get up there, but I tried anyway. Yeah, got a triple, but, you know, we're still only 1 back. So yeah. I don't want this to be like every time I turn it on, oh man, I gotta play this game. And if I try to do a bunch of it every week, that's what's gonna happen, so. Probably doing like 1 or 2 videos for it a week. That's weird that hybrid came back like that. Okay, I wasn't sure how hard really to hit. But I'm also playing, right now, I am playing Chronos: The New Dawn. I'm really enjoying it. There's a few things I wish they had, like quality of life things, or maybe not even, they wouldn't even consider quality of life, but the melee, because it's almost useless besides just opening boxes and if the creature is only one hit away from death, the melee is kind of useless. And so if they were going to keep that route, they needed to, I think, in my opinion, they needed to add a dodge button. Because your character goes very slow and you can't get out of the way of attacks. And so I think you really needed a dodge button there. With big creatures, you'll be point blank range, and a shotgun blast to the face won't phase them, and so you still get hit. I think that is a mistake. I think that needed to stagger them so you could run away. And so I had a bug where my waypoint wasn't working correctly, and so I wasn't really sure where to go. And to avoid that, I think if they just added a small map, completely fixed. But other than those things, no complaints. I absolutely love the game. They took a lot of stuff from Dead Space. And actually my brother pointed out that some people have said that the combat actually feels a lot like Evil Within. And after him saying that, I was like, you know what, it actually does. The combat is very Evil Within survival type. So yeah, so it's a mix of like Dead Space, Evil Within, that kind of stuff, so really fun. Update on 2K25. I missed it short. I knew I did. I'm probably not going to play it until the new season. Because, I don't know. They don't seem to fix any of their mistakes in the game. They don't acknowledge anything. And they haven't really done anything in the game that's made it better since launch. So, kind of just getting frustrated with it. And it's a game too, if you want to be competitive. You really need, it's becoming like a Call of Duty where you just have to play that game, and that game is it that you're playing. And that's not me. I don't play just one game. So to give myself some more time with other stuff and not be so frustrated, I'm not going to play it until the new season. And honestly, when the new game does come out eventually, I'm just going to get the standard base this time. I've been trying to support it and everything by getting the big editions. Because, you know, I love golf games, and they kind of were dying for a little bit. You know, EA's is pretty much dead. I mean, EA, the company now, is absolute trash, especially because of their new owners and what they've already said they're going to be doing. So they're going to go even more downhill. So we really only have Hot Shots in 2K. Or Everybody's Golf, I should say, in 2K. And unfortunately, they're both, in my opinion, dropping the ball when it comes to a lot of the aspects of the games. So yeah. And then I'm trying to finish the Tiger Woods games. So I got 13 and 14 on the 360. I did get a 360 refurbished and tested it out and everything. So far, everything works. Games all work on it. So I'll be starting that probably next week. Because I've never played 13 or 14. I know I could get 12 on the 360 and do that instead of be frustrated with the Wii part that I have and it kind of being, I don't know, maybe the Wii part's broken. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to do that. I've played 12 for many, many hours, long time ago. So I'm going to go with 13 and 14. See how those are. I hear 13 is really good. So I'll see. Ooh. There's a couple other games that I really, really want to play, and a lot of older games I want to play, so limiting the amount of time I play this and not playing 2K until the new season, I think is going to help a lot with that. So starting next week, like I said, I'm only doing 1 or 2 of these. I'm going to start the Tiger Woods 2013. Chronos will either be done today or next week. And once that's done, I'm going to go hard on Fallout Tactics because I've been neglecting it. And that's honestly strictly because I really don't like the combat and the way they are fleshing out the story. Of course, that hits a tree and goes, OB, cool. But yeah, I just want to get that game over with because I'm going to do Brotherhood of Steel on the PS2. And then I want to get through 3, New Vegas, and 4 because I really want to play those again. They're some of my absolute favorite games. And then get through, you know, to a lot. Oh, level 3. But we don't have any level 3 yet. And there's a lot of just older games I want to get to. And whole shuffle back to you. Starting on a par 3. And then also Silent Hill F came out, you know, and I've done all the Silent Hills that I'm able to do. And the only 2 I weren't able to do that I really wanted to was Downpour, which for that game I'd have to pay like 50, 60 bucks, and for the 360, and I don't want to do that. So, unfortunately, that game can't play because it's not on the Xbox store, it's not on the PlayStation store. You have to buy a physical copy. And then, what is it, Origins? But my brother said that it's not even a good one. So. Those are the only 2 that are like sort of readily available where I am. You can get a lot of the other ones obviously for like the PS, you have some for the PS Vita, and other stuff like that, but those not interested at all. But I hear great things from F, so interested in that. Oh, I didn't get up there. Okay. There's a game that just came out called Dispatch. I really want to play. I played the demo of it. It's basically a lot of the people from the Telltale games made this. It's a superhero game where you're dispatching the superheroes. You're not actually the one fighting the crime. So very interested in that. It was really fun. The story was really cool from what I played. And yeah, unfortunately they're doing something I really don't like and releasing it episodically. I believe they're releasing 2 episodes at a time. I don't know how many episodes it's supposed to be. So yeah. Home stretch. Beat Garuda in the silver rank. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Gold is now available, but we have versus 2 Garuda. What do we got? Points match and bunker +1. Back T plus. Okay. Let's see now that she's level 30. We can do some wins. No. Very strange to me. And our caddy is at level 18, so 2 more levels to go for her. I love how I said try playing on hard, and I've been playing on hard the entire time. Unless it reset it and I didn't realize it. Dude in a jester costume. This is weird because based on his ethnicity, I don't think he'd be wearing that. Very strange. Garuda, I think you're worse than before. Another reason I'll only be doing 1 or 2 of these is, so just doing the 2 9-holes, 18-hole, and these 2 little match plays, it's gonna take around, it's gonna take almost 40 minutes, and that's because I cut out 7 other tournaments, so it would take like an hour and 40 minutes. If I were to do that all, and so that's just for one little thing of the tournament mode, so it's like really kind of time consuming doing the same thing over and over and over. Oh yeah, Outer Worlds 2 came out. I'm hearing great things about that. I love the first one. I think the DLCs were actually better than the main game. So yeah. A lot of great stuff coming out. Oh no, God. Wish I would have hit that pin. Oh yeah, I forgot it was points match. But because we've just been winning based on our stroke. And that's another thing, when there are points matches, it almost doesn't matter because the AI is so bad all the time. Wow, really? I didn't get there? Like, he misses this, I win. He makes it, I make it, I win. Because I got on the green and he didn't, so... Got the clown outfit. It's not a clown outfit, it's a jester outfit. Alright, and next up is gold, and then we have one more after that. And we have a new course. So that's pretty cool. What do we have? Let's see. Same amount of tournaments, but we have 5 unofficial ones. Wow. That's crazy. We don't have, yeah, still no level 3 stuff. And the way you unlock stuff in this, I don't really like it either. You have to be at a certain level, and which means, like, I'm pretty sure what they want you to do is just to complete one of these at a time, instead of what I'm doing is doing both of them at the same time, because you unlock certain things at weird times. It's very strange. I'm pretty sure they want you to do one at a time, but I don't know. That would suck. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. We'll be doing World Tour next. So, who are we going to be being? Oh, we finally unlock... Oh, we're going to be doing Nick. Yeah. Max, never too old, Garuda. Yeah, we still have 3 people before we get to these guys, but anyway. See you in the next one. Bye.